Welcome to Stories theme. This is just a quick overview of this theme of activities for these team meetups. This is if you've done these in order, this will be your last set. This will be your last team meetup. But hopefully you will go forward now, knowing your team a bit better, using Microsoft Teams a bit better, having a space where you can collaborate and chat. You can work together in this space, but you can also informally meet up in this space. So hopefully, when you get into this last set, that they've been going all right so far. And so this is the last one, and it's about stories, and I love stories. So we've got a check-in, which is about thinking about, we've given you some ideas of some stories, thinking about who's a good story writer or who's a good storyteller for you. Just go around your group, and I've given you an idea. Maybe it could be a songwriter, it could be an author, it could be a relative. Any of these things are just people who tell stories, and we come from an oral culture. Stories are everywhere. Academic disciplines are just ways of constructing stories around whatever the area of focus might be, and you might be able to talk through your program teams about stories in terms of thinking about the way that your program tells stories. Was that through the scientific journal articles? Is that through formulas or whatever it may be? Is it through objects? Is that through patient care? What's the story of your discipline? So anyway, I'm not going to go into a lot of that. Just going to talk a bit about this meetup and these activities. We've got 3 activities in this meetup to get you thinking about stories. They involve having conversations just on a one-to-one, sharing stories with each other, and give some structure and some ideas around that. There's a way of thinking about your own set of competencies and your skills, and I think that's really important for the story that you tell yourself. What am I good at? And trying to think about those stories going forward. What am I going to tell other people throughout my time at university? What will be my story? What are the areas that I want to develop, and what are the areas when I finish my university, if I then go in for a job interview or whatever it may be, what's the story I'm going to tell other people? And so just giving a bit of a framework to think about the competencies that you have at the moment, your feelings around that, and the things that you might want to try and develop going forward. So that's an activity, and what we start with is just a simple activity to think about your experience of Block Zero and the way of being creative and constructing a story through using a picture or an image to think about what that might mean. So it's gaining your interpretation skills. So 3 different activities, different ways of thinking about stories. They've each got a little feature of how we use Microsoft Teams, so a different way of using Microsoft Teams to give you those skills. And hopefully throughout the whole of these activities, you've developed some skills in using Microsoft Teams, and you've developed some skills in working together through this platform. So and today we'll finish those off. So hopefully you'll feel slightly more confident to be able to go forward for your time in terms of your learning and your own skills and the skills of working with each other. And also hopefully you've had an opportunity to chat to each other about their own skills, and so you can use each other as a source of support. Remember to do a checkout at the end of this one. If this is the last time that you do these meetups before you start your course, really important to leave on a checkout. And so look at the checkout on the meetup website as an idea, but use any checkout, but don't just kind of fizzle out and say bye-bye, see you around. Do a proper checkout and to reflect. Take this out as an opportunity just to talk to each other about your experiences so far, maybe your concerns going forward, things that you're looking forward to, things you're more apprehensive about, things you still need to do, things that you need to do next week, things you might be able to help other people with. So look at the checkout, think about what you might want to do in a forward focused way, as well as reflecting on what's happened. So there's the 3 activities. Welcome to the meetups for stories. Good luck with this last set of meetups, and if I don't see you in these meetups again where you might do in my instructions, I hope you have had a successful Block Zero, and I hope you're feeling more prepared for the time going forward for your course, and I hope that our paths cross maybe even in a non-virtual on-campus way. Oh, I need to do my hang on. That was a nice end, wasn't it? Oh dear, well there goes my story. Right, there is an end to this. So really good luck with this workshop. I hope you have had some good learning, and I really know you're going to have a great time going forward, and you're going to have a great experience with your learning on your program and your courses, and it's going to really make your head scratch at times, and it's really going to make your brain ache at times, but that's going to be all really good, and you will hopefully develop some great set of skills, some great relationships with your peers, as well as your tutors and the people you meet throughout your time at university, as well as all of those other people that make university happen in terms of the library and finance and accommodation and all of the different places to eat and drink around campus. That will all be your part of your experience. And they will all construct stories for you going forward, and hopefully we'll have some great stories to tell. So good luck, good learning, and take care.